Mining and caving in Minecraft is an important part of Minecraft. I mean, it's the first half of the name, mine. A great way to do mining is to take a look at an ore distribution chart and figure out exactly what you're looking for and where to go. Now, when you're caving and mining, it's important to make sure that you have a shield or defenses and torches in order to light up the areas around you. Mobs like zombies, skeletons, creepers, and spiders do not spawn in certain levels of light. You'll also want to make sure you have plenty of food along with you to feed yourself and keep yourself from losing health too quickly. Now, the ores that you'll find up higher tend to be things like iron and coal, which thankfully are the sources and ores that we need the most early game. If you seem to find yourself in a precarious position, kind of like me, where there's a huge drop below you and you're on top of a small-ish platform, if you hold down the shift key or crouch, I believe, on bedrock, you won't fall off, and you'll be able to stand practically in midair. It's helpful for when you're trying to get to these hard-to-reach ores like this iron is for me right now. Pretty good rule of thumb for while you are mining is to make sure you never dig directly beneath you, as it could lead to your death by falling very, very far, or you could end up getting into lava, in which case you'll just burn alive, and that's not a fun situation for anyone involved because you will lose your items. Your first time mining, I recommend spending a bit of time in the upper levels, making sure you get plenty of coal and iron to be able to last you for a good portion of the rest of the game. Besides armor, tools, and weapons, iron tends to help you out with a lot of different things like setting up different factories with hoppers and redstone. It's also quite handy while you're mining to make sure that you have a few items with you, like a crafting table, some sticks, extra wood just in case you run out of those sticks, and make sure you have some extra blocks to be able to make new pickaxes or other type tools that you would need while mining. As you go around mining, it's very helpful to mark your exits and entrances, as well as putting all your torches on one side of a wall or the other, so that you know that going with the torches on the opposite side will lead you back out. This helps you keep from getting lost and makes things a little bit easier as you are mining around. While you are mining and going around, it's helpful to be able to look at your debug screen, which you can access by hitting F3 on Java. Right now, if you will look and see at the XYZ coordinates, we are currently at Y29. The Y coordinate will generally tell us where we are in the world on the Y axis and can help us know what kind of ores we will run into. If you come across a cave while you are mining, like we are in right now, I would definitely recommend lighting up a little bit ahead of yourself just to be able to check around and make sure that you do not run into any unsavory monsters. After you've been mining for a little while, and especially when you're down in the caves, it can be really helpful to establish a sort of base of operations, maybe somewhere where you feel safe. And I tend to do that with putting a bed, a couple of chests, and a furnace and a crafting table here, just so that whenever I come in, I can easily look around and see what I need. As I mentioned before, certain ores require iron to be able to mine them. Those ores include redstone, gold, and our favorite block, diamond. Fortunately, we found more than just one here, which is absolutely fantastic. We now have 2 diamonds to our name, which is great. Once you get enough iron as well, make sure you spend a bit of time to set yourself aside and make sure you get some armor to better be able to protect yourself while you are out and about caving. It also gives you a pretty sweet look. You look like a knight. As you mine about, I do recommend setting a goal for yourself on the types of things that you would like to get. For example, if your goal is to get diamonds, I would recommend setting it to be 5 for your first trip, and that gives you enough for 2 for an enchantment table, which I will discuss more in a later episode, and 3 for getting a diamond pick, which you will use in the enchantment table. I would hold off on mining too many diamonds right on your first trip, because once you get an enchanted pick, you can get more diamonds per mining session just from the enchantments. An important note for mining is there are many different methods for mining. There is strip mining, and there is also cave mining and exploratory mining. Each of these methods are valuable and helpful in finding many diamonds or just many ores in general, and I would just recommend exploring which ones that you would like to use and use them in the future. Make sure you check out the other 2 episodes from the beginning of the series. Thanks, guys.